Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Roadrunners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnovers, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside, it's Hosley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know what they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right.
It's apparent this quarterback took care of the film study this week. He is locked into this game plan right now. We already saw him throw a touchdown on the first drive. There's another beautiful throw. Vertically down the field to set his offense up. He is playing in tremendous rhythm right now.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Across the 45. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And wings it incomplete.
And most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Looking for a man. It's McCown. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's May. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Hosley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end now in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to feel the butt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Hosley. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Yellow Jackets need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Stepping to the right. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's McCown. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this 1st drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky 1st half. Pulls and fires complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding some room. Got enough for the 1st. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
And it's the Roadrunners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's McCown. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Allen. Past the 40. He smashes his way through again. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Running inside, it's Alexander. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might be calling a hot route. Now on the counter. Fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes a man miss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The run inside. It's Alexander. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Gets it out quickly. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his man. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yo, this
The
game
Yellow
is
Jackets
super
with an
hot.
answer.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Field and 4 ticks left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.